Well, this is my second YouTube video. I just did my first one and I was like, you know what? I can't believe I figured that out. I'm like so excited. Try to go to sleep. It's like 1 in the morning and I couldn't do it. So I thought I'm going to unload another one of my downloads and make another video. I just had some peppers and hummus, so I'm over here partying like a rock star and super excited with myself. So I thought, you know what, let's do another one. So I'm going to do the 4th grade one this time. It's my special education math concepts and applications practice sheets for grade 4. I have them bundled in all different ways because you might have kids on your caseload that are progress monitored at a 2nd grade level, a 3rd grade level, a 4th grade level, and you need them all. Or you might just need the 4th grade, or you might just need the 5th grade, or you might just need the 2nd grade. You might need 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, whatever you need. So we're going to download just the grade 4 today. I already have a video about grade 5. So I'm going to download it and it should open right up. Alright, so here's the cover. This one's a 177 page download. I'm going to page down. We got for the teacher. Again, these practice sheets are to fill in the gaps of where your kids are not doing well on their progress monitoring assessments if they're monitored at the 4th grade level. Terms of use, about me. There I am. We won't show you a picture of me right now because it's late. And digital design credits and everything else. So then we get into the meat of it. We have measurement in length. Every one of these, just like the 5th grade, has a good example, tips, something to remember, stuff to help you out when you're teaching it or reteaching it after you've gone over their progress monitoring assessments and you're like, oh, they're not doing well in this. So you can hone the skills that they need. So we got length pages. Then we're starting here on patterns. Okay, so we have an example like we always do, and then practice. So here they're drawing in the last row of the patterns, just like they would on a 4th grade math concepts and applications assessment. These sheets go along with those. They do not copy them at all. They're very different, but also the same type of problems. So your kids are, when they're doing those assessments, they've seen those kind of problems before. You're giving them that extra practice. So we got 5 pages per skill. Again, here we have parallel and perpendicular lines. Again, every one of them goes over the skill to help you teach it and reteach it and to help the students learn it and give them a fresh example before they go. And we have multiple choice questions there for parallel and perpendicular lines. Temperature. So it goes over what the thermometer counts by. This one's by 2s. And we have, since there's only 2 per page, I did 10 temperature pages. Now we have reading graphs. So graph shows data, gives you an example of what it is, what trees are in the park, and this doesn't ask. So these questions are like, what are most, what's least? They have to give different kind of answers there, not just like finding the number on the graph. So they're getting, what was collected the most, what was collected the least. I'll do 5 graph pages. We got coordinate graphs, different things, like this is the graph of the zoo. What's the coordinates for the monkeys, the elephants, whatever it is. We got a bunch of different stuff for coordinate graphs. And again, all these give an example to help you out with your teaching and also to give them examples of all the kinds of problems that they would encounter on their math concepts and applications progress monitoring assessments. We got skip counting 1 here. Gives you a fresh example of skip counting with addition or subtraction and many practice sheets there. We're going place value to the 10,000s. And these are for, it gives zip codes, and then there's several different practice questions for each zip code. What numbers in the hundreds place, tens place, ones, thousands, 10,000s. I'm gonna go. Alright, number words. Alright, gives you an example. Say the number before the comma 13. When you see the comma, say 1,000. So again, tips to help you teach. And then these are multiple choice questions for number words on this. Now, powers of 10. What number is 10 times as much as 12? 120. Trick. Okay, and gives you a lot of different examples. So they're telling the difference between powers of 10 and decimals and all that. Adding using place value. So the question will just be like that. I give a nice organizer there so they can line up their hundreds, tens, ones. Hopefully a skill that they would transfer without the organizer. And again, lots of practice here. Then we have fractions with slices of stuff and rectangles there. And also circles. Different kind of fractions. Here there's parts of a figure, so different fractions. Fraction word problems. Gives you a nice big example there, and then they have room to draw a picture. Again, lots of practice with workspace. Converting fractions to decimals. And those are just like they would see on the assessments to give them that good practice. Okay, decimals to fractions. So the opposite way. Height of a figure. So we got stacked figures. Again, a good example. And then practice problems. Pick the one that number sentence that shows the height of the figure. Missing number. Okay, good example. And lots of practice here. Missing numbers. We have balancing equations. Again, remember the order of operations. That's all laid out for you. So they have an example problem to look back on or to help you with your teaching. Here we are, balancing equations. Data tables, ordering numbers. So these are like different populations and areas or whatever. They're finding the smallest and largest number in the data table. Here we are, data table addition. Give a good example with that organizer to line up their place values, and then we take that away for their practice. There we go. Data table time, again, that organizer there that they've used previously, and then hopefully we can do it without it. Same thing with subtraction, and they have to choose from the data table what the important items are. There's always one extra. Go through the 5 pages of that. Estimation word problems. Goes through the steps like what to do first. First round the numbers, next subtract the difference, get your answer. Lots of practice there. Got ratio word problems. Gives you a couple different ways to solve it. And these are multiple choice. But also we want them to with multiple choice, be not just putting things down, but actually going through the steps. So we have probability. Give a good example, like what's the chance that you would choose one of these things? We'll go spinner probability. Okay. Lots of different ways. Arrays. What shows the inverse of the array that's shown. And then we have our answer keys. So the answer keys go in the same order as the practice pages. and they are all one answer key per sheet for all the 5 pages, and they're labeled exactly the same at the top. You can see all those, and then at the end we'll have our digital design credits. So that is my Math Concepts and Applications Grade 4. I hope that you find this video is helpful in understanding what it is. And I just love Disney, so I have my Mickey and Minnie Mouse in the background. And I hope you subscribe to my channel, check out my store, and I'll be unloading more of my downloads as we go along here.